Hi BookTube! We're in a bit of a different angle perspective here because today I want to reorganize my TBR cart. I'll turn it around here. You can't really see the top of it there. There we go. On top, the cart is doing what it's supposed to do. It's holding the books that I'm currently reading this month. Most of them. Some of them are scattered throughout the place, but that's the general idea. It's a little disorganized right now, like my phone's sitting right there. This is also like right beside my chair, so it's also like a handy spot to put things on. And I haven't touched this. I haven't taken things off or done anything, so like this is reality you're seeing here. So we're just going to organize it, add a few things, take a whole bunch of stuff off. So this is what it looks like right now. So we got my books on top. I just noticed that there is a cat treat as well up there. Deal with that later. Down here I have some treats, a hairbrush, this cable makes sense. This is the cable for, yes, this is the cable for my ebook reader. So that makes sense that that's on there. And then these are the books that I'm in the middle of from last month, and then a book that was on this month's TBR but that I decided not to read. So here's my TBR case, or my ebook case. So I'm just gonna put that cable in there. My ebook reader's not in there. And then I have, my notes for seminary on here as well. That should actually be on my desk. My common book, which I'm recording my library book quotes in there since I can't keep them on my shelves. So I just transfer them into this book. That might go back on here. There's another book that I was reading last month. And then some garbage and some extra of these flag bookmark things that I use. And then I was keeping treats at the bottom. These cookies, okay, sorry, this is not an advertisement. I'm not sponsored or anything, but if you're gluten-free, these cookies are amazing. They're hard to find and they're expensive, but they're really good. As you can tell, the pack is empty. I have some dates. They're kind of all stuck together. Some dates on there. I have a corn allergy at the top of being gluten-free, and so I found these paleo puffs, which are grain-free, which for me is just like perfect, and they're like really thick, crunchy Cheetos, but they're good. It's hard to find really good snacks. Same goes with gummies. So I tried these Smart Sweets. They're really expensive. They kind of got a weird aftertaste, but I've been wanting gummies for a while, and yeah. Some coconut clusters with dark chocolate. Those are good. My go-to raisins. I prefer golden raisins, but I have sultanas here. I got a Score bar, which is one of the few chocolate bars I can have. And some unopened, it's called poker mix. It's just like seeds and nuts. So yeah, I don't know if those snacks are going to go back on there. I don't think so. So I'm just gonna sort this. Oh, I think this is more likely the front here. I have other random things in here. Oh, these are the rules for my TBR game. So I'm actually gonna need those for this video. I finished this book, but it's gonna go back to the library instead of on my shelves. We're just gonna stack it up there. Is there anything else in here? Oh, there's another bookmark. And a hair clip. And a pen. Yeah. Anybody else's TBR cards get like this? So we're just gonna kind of sort that out there. I think I have some more books that I'm currently in the middle of. There. And my Gita, I'm almost done this one. I'm planning to finish this one. I renewed all my other library books, but I didn't renew this one, so I'm hoping and read those next few pages in the next few days. So this one is a priority, so we're just going to stick it like that. I think that's it. Okay. Yeah. So the plan is, I think, I wrote my plan on the, I'm not going to show you because it has some very personal information on the back of the pay stub, because it was the closest random piece of paper. So I'm going to pull out some curriculum books and put them on here. Books that I've started but haven't finished, books that are on my radar, and maybe series to continue. That's the plan for this. But first, as you can see, my TBR card is very plain. Oh, that's a piece of tape on there. No decorations. Very much not like me. I like a lot of stuff. I'm a maximalist when it comes to just about everything, but especially when it comes to decorating. So I made a sticker of my channel name, and we're going to stick that on there. Right here. Makes sense. Laminate it so we want it to let everything away. And that's what. There we go. And I have these book related stickers I got from like Wish or AliExpress, or one of those websites you can buy in bulk. I'm just going to stick them on. I can't, I just have my nails first, so now it's going to get the stickers off. Let me see what we have here. What did I do? Oh, I'm ruined. It says I enjoyed the book and someone started reading the book. I think that's cute. That's it. Okay, this is, it's library card, and this is my roll. And so that would be cute to put on my little card. Oh, a well-read one is a dangerous creature. There we go. A little person reading. It's based on the book. Come on. There we go. Between the pages of the book is a little piece of meat. Put them in the middle. Read more books? Sure. There we go. I'm not going to be down here because you can't really see down here anyway, so that's good. Now, let me gather some books. I do have one in front of me. This is a book that I recently bought, and I really, really want to get to it soon because I might lose interest in it, and I bought it new, which is something that rarely happens. So this is 22 Murders, Investigating the Massacres, Cover-Up, and Obstacles to Justice in Nova Scotia by Paul Palango. Yeah, it was April, April 2020. There was a mass shooting in Nova Scotia where a man pretended to be a an RCMP officer and just went and killed 22 people. So I think we're going to put anticipated reads up here. Books that I've started but haven't finished, I'm going to set on the bottom. So these are from last month. We have Portrait of a Burger as a Young Calf, which is following a cow from conception, even like preconception, like the lead up to how that happens, to becoming a hamburger. I think it goes past slaughter. Yeah. And then I have, I'm going to change this bookmark out because this is a good one. It's got lots of stickies left. The one that doesn't have as many stickies, so I won't miss it. And then I got The Idiot by Fyodor Dostoevsky. There's nothing wrong with these books. I just had a really bad reading month in April. So we're going to do that. And then I have Like Water for Chocolate by Laura S. Curl. And we're just going to stick these ones down here for now. So I'm going to go to my bookshelves and grab those other books off and be right back. Okay, so I just went through my bookshelves. It's spring, so like I'm in and out of sweaters depending on, you know, how warm or cool I feel. So I took my sweater off. Still the same day. Just got a giant pile of books down here. I literally just went through shelf by shelf and was just pulling the books off. So I'm going to shimmy and bring the TBR cart back. So I think I've decided down here are books that haven't started but haven't finished, and books up here are going to be books that I'm really excited to get to, and curriculum books. So yeah, The Grey House. I had a little bit of a panic. I thought this was going to be in the fantasy section, and when I didn't see it in there, I kind of went, because this is one of my favorite books, and I haven't completely read it in the physical form. But I'd like to read it in the physical form. I've read it on audiobook and absolutely adored it. So even though I have technically started this, I have also finished it. So it's going to go up into the anticipated books there. Winter's Tale. started this a long time ago. Haven't finished it. Just because the first story kind of stopped and it started going to like short stories. So I don't know. I wasn't encouraged to pick it up. Ancillary Justice, this is a book that I'm anticipating. So like these are going to be here to kind of, when I do my TBR game, these will be what I look at first. Here. Okay. Then I have The Quincunx by Charles Palliser. I kept seeing this at the thrift store and not picking it up, and it was still there, and the title just really intrigued me, and I think it's historical fiction. It doesn't tell you what it's about on the back. It's one of those ones that only has the blurbs. Yeah. This is Charles Dickens reincarnated. We'll see. So, that can go on anticipated books. Raw Shark texts. I'm looking at the amount of books I have, and I don't know if they'll be able to fit on the shelf now as I'm doing this. So I'm going to hold off on the most anticipated books, except for these two, because these two I know I want to read next month. So we'll do that. And we'll just keep them in front of us. I'm just going to pull out these bookmarks. I always need more bookmarks. And just kind of put a flag on that one. A little flag sticking up. So this is Shadow of Night. This is the second book in the Discovery of Witches. That's not what it's called. All Souls Trilogy, but Discovery of Witches is probably what it's more well known as. Yeah, and I was reading that while we were moving and then just never picked it up again. Pale Fire is an anticipated book. This is Vladimir Nabokov, and it's about a man writing and then someone commenting on it. It's more complicated than that, but that's not what this video is about. A recent book that I bought, Paul, a novel. This is about Paul from the Bible, a novelization of his life. Here's a book I'm halfway through. Alan Moore's Jerusalem. This is book 3. This is Vernal's Inquest. And yeah, I got stuck in a chapter. And I think I just decided to skip that chapter for now, because it doesn't seem like it's too relevant. It was a chapter where it was written like Finnegan's Wake, where the words didn't mean what they said, but if you sounded it out, it sounded like something different. And that's what it meant. It's a hard thing to explain, but yeah, and it was just taking a long time to get through that chapter. These two books from Canada Reads this year that just happened as I was moving, so I didn't really get around to finishing them. So we have Washington Black and Five Little Indians, and I got quite a ways into these before deciding not to continue, but I'd like to continue. Oof. The Familiar 2, just because I love Mark C. Danilewski and I haven't read this yet, so it would be anticipated. It's going to go in front of me just in case there's not enough room. Justice for Some, Law and the Question of Palestine by Nora Arakat. This is the legal aspects of the, oh, thank you, Gabby, for giving me this book. She has her names written in there. Anyways, this is the legal aspects of the Israeli-Palestinian war. Sophie's World. So I just got to consult my curriculum book here. My page in my book journal. This isn't on my... This isn't on my curriculum. But it is a book I'm anticipating reading. It's basically philosophy explained to middle grader. So it's like an introduction to different philosophies. Brown Girl in the Ring is on my curriculum, so I'm going to put that, I guess, here for now. Stephen King's On Writing is also on my curriculum. I'm going to organize those a bit better once I get them together. So is first, We Must Make the Beast Beautiful. I'm assuming that, like, you know what On Writing is about, because it's by Stephen King. It's about him writing. I should go through. Brown Girl in the Ring by Nayla Hopkinson. She's Canadian, and this is a dystopian, and it's for my Great Utopian and Dystopian Works course. On Writing is for writing great fiction. And then First We Must Make the Beast Beautiful by Sarah Wilson. A Journey Through Anxiety that is awful to read. That pinky orange with the white, that's contrast is not good. Anyways, this is for Outsmart Yourself, of course. How to Teach Quantum Physics to Your Dog. My cousin actually got this for me when we were in England together, and I still haven't read it. I usually don't let books go that long. This is for The Theory of Everything course. What else do we have here? Oh, The Sound and the Fury by Faulkner. That's an anticipated read. Thrawn. Oh, there's another good bookmark. Thrawn by Timothy Zahn. And this is, Thrawn is one of my all-time favorite characters, and this is kind of like his origin in the Star Wars universe. So yeah, I started reading that, didn't finish it. These books that like I didn't finish, they're not like solid DNFs, they're just like, they weren't the right books for the time I was reading them. Virginia Woolf, The Waves is an example of that. I'm gonna move this sticker out and put another flag in here. Oop. That's another, just wasn't the right time to read that one. Oh, I have this one behind me. Snow White by Donald Barkbarth. That is another book where just didn't finish reading it. The City of Devi is a curriculum book for sacred texts of the world. I read a fiction and a non-fiction for those, and so this fiction is about the god Devi, or goddess. I'm not entirely sure. I'll find out when I read it. This is another curriculum book. Jesus for the Non-Religious by John Shelby Spong. It's got a sticker on it. And this is for my seminary. Which one is this for? The Doctrine of God the Son. So there we go. Another seminary book there. I'll have to organize those a bit better. Minister Without Portfolio. This will be a reread for me, as I haven't tagged it. And this is for a curriculum course. This one goes with First We Must Make the Beast Beautiful for Outsmart Yourself, because this is about finding yourself. It's a fiction book about that. The Question of God by Dr. Armand M. Nicoli Jr. This is imagining a conversation between C.S. Lewis and Sigmund Freud, and it's for my curriculum course, and this one is for The Doctrine of God the Father. Okay, then we got Mark Z. Danilevsky's The 50-Year Sword, which is for a curriculum course about writing great fiction, because this is about storytelling, fiction about storytelling, and I love the different illustrations and threads, and this cover has like little needle holes in it. See, I was right. I'm going to turn this around to put more books back here, hopefully. The Pale King by David Foster Wallace. This is just a book I haven't finished yet. I'm going to keep the bookmark in there though. I don't know why instead of the other ones, but and this is about a man working for the IRS, and it's quite boring on purpose. Whether that's a good or bad thing, I've yet to discover, but at the time it wasn't right for me to continue. Dead Souls is an anticipated read. Misquoting Jesus, the story behind Who Changed the Bible and Why by Bart D. Ehrman. This is for actually next month's seminary interpreting scripture. So seminary books go up here. Okay, then I have The Name of Jesus by Kenneth E. Hagin, and I love that this book is, I brought it used, it's already all like commentated in and underlined, and I love that. Yeah, so, and this is about yeah, what's special about Jesus' name, I think. It's probably more complicated than that. I'm reading that for the Doctrine of Salvation. Then I have Black Mass, which is serving two purposes here. It's a book I haven't finished yet. That's not that good of a bookmark, so we'll leave that one in there. But it's also, I'm going to put it on my great courses list for great utopian and dystopian works, because this is about, well, as it says on the cover, apocalyptic religion and the death of utopia. So I thought that would be a fitting book. Red Mars by Kim Stanley Robinson. This is also on my great courses list for the world's greatest geological wonders. That's what Red Mars, because that doesn't seem to make sense, but this is about terraforming, which has to do with ecology, right? Sure. And there's only two more books here. We have The Church of Mary Magdalene, The Sacred Feminine, and The Treasure of Rennes-le-Château by Jean Markel. And this is a seminary book about a small church, but they talk a lot about Mary Magdalene and do a lot of research and stuff on her there. And this is for the Doctrine of the Church for seminary. And last, sorry, my camera just like turned itself off there as I was on the last book here. Midnight Tides by Stephen Erickson. This is book, I don't know what number book we are here. 2, 3, 4, 5. This is book 5 in the Malazan series, which I'm thoroughly enjoying, but it takes me a long time to get through these books, and I just haven't gone back to this one yet. And as this is the last book for here, okay, if I stack it like this on top, I think I can fit anticipated books back here. What do you think, Ed? You can see her. There's Ed. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's just stack. Oh, that book is heavy, man. Some anticipated. I'm trying to put the bigger books in the back because, see, you can't fit them like. Oh, okay, maybe I can. I thought I couldn't, but maybe. Okay, I'm liking this. Until I spoke a little too soon. That kind of fits in there. Okay. I don't think those two. That comes out. And then these two. Come on, fit in there, Faulkner. Okay, and this one can also go like that. There. Okay. And then I'm just going to sort through these quickly. Turn this back around. That's full of books. It doesn't want to move as easily. Especially since I loaded the bottom there. Let's see. I'm going to keep these two books out because I want to read these next month. So I'm going to organize these by month, by like the reading order, so that they'll be easy to find. Okay, so next month it is Raven Stratagem, which I just ordered. So what I'm going to do is pull down 9 Fox Gambit. So my topic next month is The Theory of Everything, which is about quantum physics. I'm trying to find a nonfiction book about like math and stuff. I had a hard time until I remembered that 9 Fox Gambit. It has a lot to do with math and working out calculations in order to conduct war. So I already read 9 Fox Gambit, so Raven Stratagem is coming in the mail in just a few days. So I'll put that in its place. And we have a teacher on this debug. Next month for courses, and then for seminary, we have Miss going to do this about Irvin. And then in July, first we're going to be beautiful, and then portfolio, and the question about there, so June, July, August will be some more books after the course. We have the City of Debbie, and then Jesus for non-release. August, September, Red Mars is one, and we don't have a summer book. So we're almost done. October is Black Mass, Round Ring, and Ding Buzz, which I don't currently know. So we'll go turn around. Here. So I don't have one for November, which is guitar, jazz, music course, but November for this course is, and it's a month, because I did it last month, so we have last month this month. That's why I drop here. So you can also do also big books. Then and the next book is the Name of Jesus, online, and the tour. Encourage you from this way, but okay, so and then Mary Lane's actually December. Oh, everything's gone off here. January. Okay, so this is the front of my TBR cart. It is really heavy. I think it might be a bit overloaded. But oh, the wheels. The wheels are coming unscrewed. No, that's not nice. I'll deal with that another time. So there's my TBR cart. Organized, decorated, ready to mess up again. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with all these bookmarks. I'm gonna stuff them in there. These are great, by the way. I'll show you this one. This is what they come in. They're like this little plastic thing here. And they're just perfect bookmark size. And then they have the flags, so you can just flip them off as you're reading and put them in. So I always keep a stack of these. I'm glad I found so much more because I was going to buy more, that I found more in my books here. So I'm just going to stick those in there. And my common book. I think I'm going to keep that on my desk. And then my game rules. I think I'm going to keep that in here because that's where I know it is. That makes sense. It's maybe not the best place for it, but it's the place I know where it's going to be. Yes. So I think that's it for this video. I gotta find where I'm gonna put all these snacks now, and I know I'm gonna replenish them. Going grocery shopping tomorrow. Replenish a few snacks there. I have to get more cookies. And I don't know where I'm gonna put them. But that's a problem for future Courtney. Thank you for watching.